Hello, everyone. Hi. How you all doing? Hope you are doing great. Beautiful. Yeah, this is Josephine here again on a beautiful Saturday morning. Yeah. Uh, why am I here? As usual, my book that I'm writing. I told you all that I'm going to be briefing you on every chapter that has been completed. The last video, I gave a summary of the chapter 5. Now I have completed the chapter 6. And as I have promised, I'm going to give you a short, just a brief uh, of what you're going to find in chapter 6. The chapter 6 is my graduation, my secondary school graduation in 1983. And I moved back to Lagos that same year. And the reunite of my siblings, they all left the village and came back to Lagos. So that's what you're going to find in chapter 6 of The Journey of a Great Child. The Journey of a Great Child. The unquenchable light upon Imade. And who is Imade? I am Imade. Yeah. So those of you who have been following, you know how Imade and Ariara came about. They are my native name. So, yeah, chapter 6 is completed. Yay! I've completed chapter 6. I'm getting closer. Yeah, secondary school graduation in 1983. I moved back to Lagos that same year to join my dad. And then subsequently, my siblings started coming one by one, and we all arrived back to Lagos. Yeah. So, I'm schooling in Benin City. Now I'm in my final year. My dad gave me money. I enrolled for GC, WAEC, and JAM. Unfortunately, I didn't pass. It was unsuccessful. So, nevertheless, I insisted I have to leave Benin City to Lagos. Yeah, I was with my uncle then, Uncle Godwin Igodalo, my mom's younger brother. I'd left my dad's uncle's house. Reason you're going to find in the book. Now I've been living with my uncle. So I had to move down to Lagos. I got to Lagos. It's a long story which you're going to find in the book. I'm doing summary, of course. So I got to Lagos, joined my dad. Where my dad was living was not it wasn't comfortable enough since I've come to join him. He was living alone before, so my presence makes it necessary for him to move to his own building that he had completed, but didn't want to go as a result of development that hasn't gotten to that place. It's close to Victoria Island and it's Anikoyi. It's called Morocco. It's less developed then. That was why he didn't move there. He rented the house out. But when I came, he didn't want me to be with him where he was living. He was living with his elder sister. He was living in his elder sister's house. The elder sister was late, but the husband, uh, Chief Chief Michael, also was an in-law. Yeah. So my dad left there. We went to the house. We started, we started all over again. Dad got me a job that same year. I got a job at a physiotherapy clinic in Federal Palace. Yeah, it was owned by Mrs. Raimi. Yeah, Mrs. Raimi, a West Indies lady married to a Yoruba man. Yeah, she gave me the job. The job was as a receptionist and a clerk. I got the job. I was doing it. The job was so helpful because now I was making money, so I could re-enroll for my WAEC and my GCE. I started taking tutorial. I went back to, I wrote my GCE. I didn't get all the requirements, prerequisites to go to college. So I had to, 2 years after, I traveled to the village to write WAEC all over again. That was 1985, and it was successful. I got all my requirements. So I came back to, that was an opportunity for me to reunite again with my siblings in the village. And I promised them once I get back to Lagos, I will help them so they come back to Lagos. So I finished there. I got 2 years after or so, I got a job at SCOA, Technology and Systems in Lagos Island. It was way better than the previous job. Still receptionist and switchboard operator. It was very rewarding, and I used to train people that sales. I was working on that sales. So whoever that comes to buy, purchase PABX, I train them. So I was there for between 85 and 87. Yeah, around 87, sorry, between 87 and 89. I was there at SCOA Technology and Systems. Working 1989, I got a job at the bank. Due to my goodness, I was a very nice staff. This lady didn't know me from nowhere, just my voice and my politeness and my good character, she was able to help me, and I got the job at the bank. Very, very rewarding job. In fact, tripled the pay I was getting at the SEOA. I was still very young. I think I was about 20, yeah, about around 20 years. This time around, I hope I've not exceeded chapter 6 because I've started chapter 7. I don't want to go to chapter 7. Yes. So I got admission, and this time around, I started thinking of how to further my education. Unfortunately, I was scared because I know once I lose this job, it's going to be very difficult to get a job, because at that time it was really difficult to get a job. So it was just God's favor that I got a job in that bank, uh, especially being a non-native. It was it was a highly I was highly favored to get that job. And the job helped me. I was able to do a whole lot of stuff. I could help my siblings. I ensured all of my siblings came back to Lagos. We were all living together in that same place, Morocco, until Morocco was demolished by the government. Then they took it over from the owner, and they chased everybody out, and they um, they later sold it out to the rich people and the people of high caliber, which is now known as Lekki Phase 1. Formerly, we were the one occupying that land. They came with excuses of the land was below the sea level. They had to raise it up, and after that they took it over. And so we all separated. My siblings went their various way. At this point we were all matured. I was still helping wherever I was. I moved to my auntie's house at Navy Town, my mom's cousin. I was living with her because I didn't want to rent a house. My dad had moved to join his wife because he was married and had children from the second marriage. They were living separately before, but when the house was demolished, he joined the wife. And that is how we all got settled. All of my siblings came back to Lagos. Some of them went back to school. In fact, all of them went back to school, and we're just helping ourselves. And God favor with us. Was really with us. So that is it about chapter 6. The summary of chapter 6. Once the book is out and you purchase the book, you get details. It's deep. You will learn a lot from it. A lot of lessons to be learned from it. Yeah. How at this point I was really still very scared to go into a serious relationship because I didn't want anybody to put me in a tight corner. So yeah, I don't want to jump into that. That's going to be chapter 7. Yeah, so I've been able to enlighten you, give you brief summary of what you're going to find in chapter 6 of The Journey of a Great Child, The Unquenchable Light upon Imade. Who is Imade? I am Imade. I'm Ariara. Ariara means don't spoil it. Imade means I did not fall. Yeah, I didn't fall. So that is it for chapter 6. Secondary school graduation in 1983. Returned back to Lagos same year. The hustle and reunite of siblings and our dad. Yeah. So it's a big journey. Yeah. Hope I've been able to brief you. So we're going to meet again once chapter 7 is completed. I'll come over to brief you and we're going to talk about the summary. Hopefully before the end of the year, I'll complete the book and then to be edited and published and put out there for you to get and read and learn lessons from them. We have a lot of people of old, women of old, whose stories we've read in the Bible, and today most of them are example. You know, people like Ruth in the Bible, like Rachel, people like Sarah, uh, Mary, Elizabeth, and so many women of old. We read their stories in the book, in the Bible, and today so many of us, they are role model. So I think this is what inspired me to want to write my book, my life, and put it out there. Hopefully it will impact some people, and some people will be inspired, and some people will learn, and especially the youths, they will know that life, uh, there's nothing that God cannot do. Yeah, the fact that we lost our mom at an early age. The firstborn was, as at the time, was just 15, and the last born was 5 months old. 9 of us, we all survived. We did not die. We did not do things that we're not supposed to do. I never do anything I wasn't supposed to do. I was really following the principle of God, and that guided me all throughout my youthful days. And up to today, I didn't deviate. Yeah. So, lesson to be learned, and to impact people. So, finger cross until the book comes out by the grace of God. Have a wonderful weekend, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Stay blessed and enjoy the rest of the weekend, and live in the atmosphere of good health, the atmosphere of miracle and greatness. Bye.